I have some problems that are now solved, and I just know that at least one of these is going to help you in your life. And the solutions are just all over the place. This is a very random problem solving video, and anything I mention in this video, I will of course link in the description box below. I never knew this was a problem until I knew it was a problem. But in your guest bathroom, do you just have a regular trash can that just has a bag in it and people throw in their trash? I mean, it's great, it's fine, it works. Really nothing wrong with it. But they have these little automatic trash cans that you can buy on Amazon. They're not even that expensive, but it just looks so much nicer. And then you don't see all these, people's trash and stuff in the bathroom. So is this necessary? Absolutely not. But I do think this is kind of nice to have in like the bathroom that everybody uses when they come over to your house. It just looks a little bit nicer. You can probably guess this if you watch any of my videos, but I have a lot of jeans and I wear all of them. I do love jeans. It's probably the most worn bottom that I own is a pair of jeans. But I don't really like having them in my drawers because I end up having to take all of them out to see which ones they are. And so it's kind of annoying. So I got these jeans hangers, which you do have to have space in your closet in order to use. I had to create space. I basically moved my coats out of my closet because I don't really need a whole bunch of coats in my closet. It was kind of weird that they were there anyway, but I created space and now I have these jeans hangers and it just makes it so much easier to find the pair of jeans that I want. This next one is so exciting and it has to do with mold. So we have a front load washer and I do not recommend those because they do get moldy super fast and you either have to replace the entire ring or you have to get rid of the mold somehow because it gets smelly and gross and mold is just gross. Well, my husband has tried all the things to get rid of the mold. None of them worked. And so our last resort was I ordered this mold remover. Is it called mold remover? I'll show you a picture. And I just tried this and oh my gosh, it was so easy and it worked so well. You basically squirt it on there, you leave it for a few hours, and then you come wipe it off and the mold is just gone. So if you have some mold in your house you need to get rid of, this is amazing. I don't shop at Lululemon a lot, but very occasionally, and I mean literally I've been there twice in I think 2 years. I will go in there and I'll look because I'll need some new workout stuff or whatever. And I'm like, let me just go see what they have. So I actually ended up buying these shorts from Lululemon and they are the best workout shorts I have ever had in my life. And I think I actually might buy another pair because I keep just washing and wearing these, but they're a very high-waisted short and they have these little like, instead of just a brief lining, they have almost like a boy short lining. And so if I go to the gym and I'm using the leg press machine, it feels a little bit more modest. Like I'm just, it feels a little better because sometimes I'm wearing shorts to the gym and I'm like, why did I wear shorts to the gym when I knew I was gonna be doing this leg press machine? That was stupid. But these are the most comfortable, best shorts, workout shorts I have ever had. I am 43 and I don't know what happened in the last 10 years, but right now, if I have like 2 glasses of wine, I feel it the next day. I don't know why. I'm just like, what in the heck? I drank 2 glasses of wine over a 3-hour period with dinner or something. And why do I feel it the next day? Like I've tried many things that are supposed to help you with that feeling the next day, and none of them have worked until I finally gave this one a try. It's called Probiotic. You basically drink it an hour before you start drinking. And so I took these on my trip to Peru when my husband and I went there. It was a week-long trip, and basically there was so much alcohol. There was wine with dinner. There was champagne as we got on the train or whatever. And so I wanted to be able to have drinks without feeling like crap the next day. So I drank one of these every day before, we had like wine with dinner or whatever we had going on. And I will say I didn't like, drink the whole bottle or anything like that. I was still very careful about how much I drank because I didn't want to, again, feel like crap the next day. Didn't ever feel anything. And I mean, we were getting up at sunrise so we could see the sunrise after a late night of having a 7-course meal with wine and everything else. And I never felt bad a single time. So I don't know how these would work if you drank the whole bar or drank everything. I doubt that they're designed for that. But now I know if I do have an evening where I want to go and have wine at dinner or something like that, I take one of these. Obviously I still don't drink like a ton, but I don't feel like crap the next day. I don't even feel it. Now I will say, wine does occasionally still affect my sleep. Like I won't feel like crap the next day, but it does still have the chance of waking me up at like 3 a.m., which is why I just don't even hardly drink anymore. So it's not going to help with that, but it will help if you do get that weird kind of sluggishy, uncomfortable anxiety feeling the next day after you just basically looked at a bottle of wine. These are great. I've gotten really good about setting the scene up so that I get good sleep and I don't wake up in the middle of the night and can't go back to sleep. I know usually the things that I cannot do if I want to sleep through the night. I can't really drink a bunch of wine. I can't drink coffee late in the day. I can't watch news and stuff right before I go to bed, or a horror movie or anything like that. I have to have everything peaceful. I have to do a million things, but to get myself to sleep through the night. But it is very important. Anyway, occasionally I will still wake up in the middle of the night and can't go back to sleep. And this is the most random thing that has helped. So I saw this eye doctor on TikTok talking about how people need to use these warm eye compresses to keep their cornea health safe and up to date. And especially if you have dry eyes, these warm compresses are really good for that. But then what sold me on it is someone else was talking about how they were using these compresses and it was helping them to go back to sleep when they woke up in the middle of the night. So I'm like, 2 reasons why I need these. So I ordered some. And I don't use them very consistently as I should, but I have now had 7 of the 8 times over the last few months when I've woken up in the middle of the night and cannot go back to sleep, I've used this warm eye compress and I've gone back to sleep. I mean, I'm still taking deep breaths and doing all the things that I normally do to try to get back to sleep. But just using this warm eye compress, it just kind of lulls me back to sleep or something. There was one time where nothing worked. That didn't work. Getting up and reading a book didn't work. Nothing was working, but all the other times this worked. So if you have that issue, you might want to try these out. I don't think drawer organizers are practical for every single thing that you put in your drawers, but for my sweaters and knits and things like that, they are perfect. I love them for this purpose. So the drawers I have in my bedroom are very deep. And so I'm able to get these drawer organizers and I can stand my sweaters up and I can see what they look like. You're not really supposed to hang up sweaters because they end up getting kind of stretched out on a hanger. So you're supposed to put them in drawers, but it's just so much easier to see them when they're vertical and you save space. It just makes it so much easier to find what you're looking for. And so I love these drawer organizers for this purpose. So I bought a new suitcase this year because I needed one because my other one broke. And I thought black is classic and very chic. And ooh, I need a black suitcase. Well, it turns out every single other person in the entire world also needed a black suitcase. So when I was at the airport at the luggage claim trying to find my black suitcase, I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody's looks exactly the same. So I'm checking the number and it was super annoying and frustrating. And so, you already know about this, but if you haven't already, if you decided to get a black suitcase and you're going to have the same problem as I did, you're going to need some kind of tag on it so everyone knows it's yours. So it's yours. So for my beautiful classic black suitcase, I got a neon green handle. Yes, it detracts from it being a classic, beautiful, chic suitcase, but I can find it. And honestly, who cares? In the end, it doesn't matter. It does matter that I find my suitcase, and, easily, and I can grab it. So if you're traveling anytime soon and you have a black suitcase that maybe you got for Christmas, you're going to need some way to identify that thing. And just a cute little fancy black tag is not going to do it either. It needs to be something bright and colorful that you can identify from way down the luggage runway thing. You can grab it and go. These are super cheap, inexpensive. I'm sure there's better options out there. You guys may have some suggestions as well, but yeah, it was needed.